Good afternoon and welcome to the Kansas FFA Career Development Events Award Ceremony. I'm Elizabeth Sturgis, Kansas FFA President. The Kansas State University College of Agriculture hosted more than 1,400 Kansas high school agricultural education students from 120 chapters for the Kansas FFA Association's virtual career development events. CDEs are intended to encourage students to apply classroom agricultural education instruction in real-life scenarios to prepare them for futures in agriculture. Events included agricultural communications, agricultural sales, agricultural technology and mechanical systems, hosted by Manhattan Area Technical College, agronomy, dairy cattle evaluation, entomology, farm and agribusiness management, floriculture, food science and technology, horse evaluation, livestock evaluation, meats valuation and technology, milk quality and products, nursery, landscape, poultry evaluation, and veterinary science. These events provide students the opportunity to engage in hands-on, realistic experiences with the support of faculty and students across departments in the College of Agriculture. The College of Agriculture commends students for competing in these events. Now, on behalf of the Kansas FFA Association, I would first like to congratulate all students that have competed, no matter what your scores end up being today. Your resilience and perseverance throughout this past year has shown through in the competitions that you've competed in and your resiliency in the past few days. We would also like to thank all those who had made this event possible and made it such a success and an opportunity for our students. And lastly, we would like to invite you to join us for our 93rd Kansas FFA State Convention, June 2nd through the 4th. Now be sure to register your chapter by May 21st so that you can receive some of the cool things that we've got going this year, including Convention in a Box, which will include some snacks and other cool items for advisors as well as students. Now with that, I would now like to introduce Dr. Katie Burke, Agricultural Communications and Journalism Assistant Professor. Dr. Burke will present the Agricultural Communication Awards.
Thank you, Elizabeth. My name is Dr. Katie Burke, as Elizabeth said, and I am an assistant professor in ag communications at Kansas State. There were 20 chapters who participated in the Ag Communications CDE, and the CDE entailed an online quiz about communications and editing, as well as a practicum exercise where students got to practice their skills in either video, design, opinion writing, or news writing. So first I'll start. This is different because I'm used to lots of clapping in a big room, but first I'll start with the individual rankings of the top 10 individuals. I'll state the rank, the name, and the chapter they're from, starting with 10th place. And if I get your name wrong with pronunciation, please forgive me in advance. In 10th place for the individual ranking is Jenna Holt from Jayhawk Lynn. In 9th place for the individual ranking is Taya Maxon from Labette County. In 8th place is Jade Fisher from Scott City. In 7th place is Bryn Collier from Jayhawk Lynn. In 6th place is Kerrigan Dunstan from Rock Hills. In 5th place is Ansley Grothison from Scott City. In 4th place is Cody Loganbill from Eudora. In 3rd place is Brady Johnson from Labette County. In 2nd place is Taylor Haddle from Eudora. And in 1st place is Shelby Spryer from Newton. So congratulations to all you individuals. Thank you all for entering into this contest. Next, I will share with you the rankings of the top 10 teams. The top 10 teams, the total team score combines the individual, both the quiz scores of all 4 or however many individuals were on your team, combines their quiz scores and combines the practicum scores from all those individuals. So in 10th place, the team in 10th place is Fredonia. The team in 9th place is Gossel. The team in 8th place is Burlington. 7th place is Madison. 6th place is Riverton. 5th place is Jayhawk Lynn. 4th place is Newton. 3rd place is Eudora with a score of 365. 2nd place is Labette County with a very close score of 369. And 1st place is Scott City with a total score of 386. Congratulations, teams and individuals. Thank you for entering. Thank you to the advisors for supporting this event.
Good afternoon. My name is Hannah Graybill, and I had the opportunity to serve this year as the Kansas FFA State Sentinel. Students competing in the Ag Mechanics CDE completed a 50-question exam that covered basic carpentry, electrical, welding, and technical applications of math. On behalf of the Kansas FFA Association, I would like to thank Manhattan Area Community Technical College for coordinating this event. I will now introduce the winners. There were 111 students and 28 chapters that competed in Ag Mechanics CDE. In 10th place from the Tonganoxie chapter, Samuel Manis. Placing 9th from Mission Valley was Elijah Elliott. In 8th from Mission Valley was Brian Thomas. In 7th from Paola is Trevor Hinman. In 6th from Mission Valley is Nolan Parker. In 5th from Lewisburg is Matt Madison. In 4th from Mission Valley is Caden Roberts. Placing 3rd from Lewisburg is Weston Gutterman. In 2nd from Lewisburg is Isaac Gutterman. And placing 1st from Lewisburg, also receiving a $500 scholarship, is Benjamin Gutterman. Congratulations to all the top 10 individuals. In the team division, placing 10th was Shawnee Heights. Placing 9th was Labette County. Placing 8th was Ohio. In 7th, Tonganoxie. In 6th, Coffeyville. In 5th, Burlington. In 4th, Central Heights. Placing 3rd with a score of 112 was Paola. Placing 2nd with a score of 125 is Mission Valley. And placing 1st with a score of 133 and also going to be representing Kansas at the 94th National FFA Convention and Expo is Lewisburg.
Good afternoon. My name is David Lehman, and I had the pleasure of coordinating the Ag Sales CDE this year. And I really want to thank everyone who participated. The students, you were amazing. This year, for the first time, I actually got to see every sales role play and every team activity presentation, and you were awesome. And also thanks to the advisors who prepared your students so well. So the contest or CDE consists of 3 parts. There's an individual sales role play, which we did via Zoom, as well as a team activity, also via Zoom, and a written exam. So the top 10 individuals, starting with 10th place, Caden Stair from Tonganoxie. In 9th place, Peyton Svitak from Center. In 8th place, Sydney Frank from Fredonia. In 7th place, Chase Langston from Labette County. In 6th place, Casey Butler from Chapman. 5th place, Noah Wiley from Labette County. 4th place, Rachel Sebesta from Ellsworth. 3rd place, Hallie Snyder from Prairie View. 2nd place, Cecilia Newby from Labette County. And in 1st place, Alex Meister from Labette County. The top 10 teams, starting with 10th place, Skyline. 9th place, Fredonia. 8th place, Chapman. 7th place, Tonganoxie. 6th place, Coffeyville. 5th place, Center. 4th place, Mission Valley. And 3rd place with a score of 850 points, Ellsworth. 2nd place, Prairie View with a score of 871. And the 1st place team was Labette County with 967 points. And again, thank you to everyone who participated and made this CDE so enjoyable.
Thank you, Mr. Lehman, and congratulations to our Ag Sales winners. I would now like to introduce Dr. Donnelly, Agronomy Professor, to announce the Agronomy Award winners.
Well, thank you. Appreciate everybody's participation in the agronomy contest. The contest consists of 4 parts. There's plant and seed identification, a lab practical, a multiple choice quiz and math, and then a grain grading component. So we were able to pretty much duplicate the in-person event this year, with the exception we didn't have our seed analysis part. So I'll go ahead. We had 70 students and 21 chapters involved. So I'll go ahead and start with the individual awards. 10th place from Quinter is Jack Bowman. 9th place from Little River, Trayton Olander. 8th place from Bueller, Kaysen Seidel. 7th place from Smith Center, Jarek Meyer. 6th place from Skyline is Sophie Bricker. 5th place from Labette County is Noah Wiley. 4th place from Labette County is Blaine Smith. 3rd place from Bueller is Dade Coldren. And 2nd place from Osawatomie is Grace Young. And in 1st place from Labette County, will also be offered a $500 scholarship from Agronomy, is Kylie March. For our teams, our 10th place team is South Haven. 9th place, southeast of Saline. 8th place, Washburn Rural. 7th place is Little River. 6th place is Washington County. 5th is Quinter. 4th place is Anderson County. In 3rd place with a score of 766 is Smith Center. 2nd place with a score of 902 is Bueller. And 1st place with a score of 1040 is Labette County. So congratulations to all of our participants this year, and hopefully next time we'll be back in person. But I really appreciate the dedication that everyone had to go ahead and participate in the contest.
Thank you, Dr. Donnelly. Good afternoon. My name is Bailey Sipes, and I'm currently serving as the Kansas FFA State Secretary. Students competing in the Dairy Cattle CDE completed a 50-question exam that covered heifer and calf management and a mix of 6 heifer and cow classes, followed by 3 sets of questions. On behalf of the Kansas FFA Association, I would like to thank Dr. Mike Brook, Animal Science Professor, for coordinating the CDE. I will now introduce the winners. There were 95 students and 31 chapters that competed in the Dairy Cattle CDE. Starting with 10th place from Iola, Jenna Curry. In 9th place from Washington County, Drew Berman. In 8th place from Caney, Hallie Finnerty. In 7th place from Yates Center, Shane Weber. In 6th place from St. Francis, Colton Neitzel. In 5th place from Iola, Abigail Mavis. In 4th place from Concordia, Cole Stallman. In 3rd place from Burlington, Kayana Langton. In 2nd place from Yates Center, Emery Yoho. In 1st place from St. Mary's, we have Kaylee Lukert. She will also be receiving a $500 scholarship. Next, for the team rankings. In 10th place, we have Wabunsee. In 9th place, we have Columbus. In 8th place, we have St. Francis. In 7th place, we have Bueller. In 6th place, we have Concordia. In 5th place, we have St. Mary's. In 4th place, we have Washington County. In 3rd place, we have Burlington with a score of 994. In 2nd place, we have Yates Center with a score of 1007. And in 1st place, also representing us at National Convention this year, the Iola FFA chapter with a score of 1033. Congratulations to all of those members who competed in the Dairy Cattle CDE. Hannah Grable will now announce the winners of the Entomology CDE.
Thank you, Bailey. Students competing in the Entomology CDE completed a written exam and identification exam. On behalf of the Kansas FFA Association, I would like to thank the Pompano Entomology Club for coordinating the CDE. There were 111 students and 32 chapters that competed in the Entomology CDEs. I will now introduce the individual winners. Placing 10th from the Shawnee Heights FFA chapter was Tatum Wyworth. In 9th from Southern Coffee, Tempest Klassen. In 8th from Shawnee Heights, Sarah Eggenberger. In 7th from Ottawa, Rayleigh Jones. In 6th from Ottawa, Johanna John. In 5th from Ottawa, Aaron Smith. Placing 4th from Lebec County, Noah Simmons. In 3rd from Center, Carson Krupa. Placing 2nd from Marmaton Valley was Haley Mivas. Placing 1st and also representing Kansas at the 94th National FFA Convention and Expo was Shawnee Heights' Alex Lehman. He will be receiving a $500 scholarship. Now moving on to the team rankings. In 10th, Washburn Rural. In 9th, Spring Hill. In 8th, Chapman. In 7th, Center. In 6th, Girard. In 5th, Marmaton Valley. In 4th, Bluestem. Placing 3rd with a score of 211 is Lebec County. Placing 2nd with a score of 215 is Ottawa. And placing 1st, going on to represent Kansas at the 94th National FFA Convention and Expo, with a score of 216 is Shawnee Heights. Congratulations to all the winning individuals and teams. Elizabeth Sturgis will now introduce the Farm and Agribusiness Management winners.
The Farm and Agribusiness Management CDE determined competitors' ability to apply economic principles to solving agribusiness-type problems. Dr. Gregory Ibendal, Associate Professor, and Dr. Terry Griffin, Associate Professor in the Department of Agricultural Economics, coordinated the CDE. We would like to thank them for their help creating this opportunity for students. There were 62 students and 17 chapters that competed in the Farm and Agribusiness Management CDE, and the high individual will receive a $500 scholarship. In 10th place from the Riverside FFA chapter, Christopher Brook. In 9th from Paola, Ben Timpe. From Riverside in 8th place, Brooke Keinhoff. In 7th place from Yates Center, Hannah Jones. In 6th place from Paola, Aaliyah Russell. In 5th place from Paola, Seth Astrup. In 4th place from Clay Center, Lane Musselman. In 3rd place from Yates Center, Aiden Yoho. In 2nd place from Yates Center, Alec Bertho. And in 1st place, receiving a $500 scholarship, Rylan Armbruster from Paola. Now for the team rankings. Our 10th place team is Jackson Heights. In 9th place, Girard. 8th place, Spring Hill. 7th place, Lewisburg. 6th place, Lebec County. 5th place, Clay Center. 4th place, Bueller. In 3rd place with a score of 104, Riverside. In 2nd place with a score of 122, Yates Center. And in 1st place with a score of 122 and representing Kansas at the 94th National FFA Convention, Paola. Congratulations to all of our Farm and Agribusiness Management CDE winners.
Thank you, Elizabeth. My name is Irina Shishakova. I am instructor in the Department of Horticulture and Natural Resources and coordinator of Floriculture CDE. I would like to thank Dr. Kim Williams for co-coordinating this CDE. The floriculture CDE was comprised of a general knowledge exam, plant identification, and practicum covering retail floriculture and greenhouse production. There were 132 students and 40 chapters that competed in the floriculture CDE. So the winners are 10th place, Carly Albright from Royal Valley. 9th place, Hayden Rose, Louisburg. 8th place, Kelly Mercer, Washburn Rural. 7th place, Samantha Lakeman, Louisburg. 6th place, Caitlin Wilson, Spring Hill. 5th place, Reese Rates, Louisburg. 4th place, Katie Dillon, Louisburg. And the 3rd place, Haley Herman, Royal Valley. The 2nd place, Reed Richards, Eudora. And the 1st place goes to Alyssa Sharon from Spring Hill. Okay, the 10 top teams. The 10th place goes to Bueller. 9 places, Washburn Rural. 8th place, Ottawa. 7th place, Jayhawk Lane. 6th place, Chapman. 5th place, Shawnee Heights. 4th place, Royal Valley. And the 3rd place goes to Riverside with a score 895.5. And the 2nd place goes to Spring Hill with a score 967, sorry. And the 1st place goes to Louisburg with a total score of 990.5. Well, thank you for all participants and congratulations to all.
Thank you. The Nursery and Landscape CDE was comprised of a general knowledge exam, plant identification, and 3 practicums covering equipment and supplies, pest disorders, and beneficial insects, and a landscape drawing. We would like to thank Dr. Chad Miller and Dr. Cheryl Boyer in the Department of Horticulture and Natural Resources for coordinating the CDE. There were 56 students and 15 chapters that competed in the Nursery and Landscape CDE. In 10th place for the top 10 high individuals, in 10th place, we have Noah Grady from the Lebec County FFA chapter. In 9th place from Royal Valley, we have Haley Harmon. In 8th place from Chapman, we have Braden Lexo. In 7th place from Louisburg, we have Alexis French. In 6th place from Chapman, we have Ethan Dirks. In 5th place from Louisburg, we have Brenna Oshel. The top 4 high individuals will receive a $1,000 scholarship sponsored by Still. In 4th place from Ottawa, we have Regan Perry. In 3rd place from Ottawa, we have Josiah John. In 2nd place from Spring Hill, we have Alyssa Sharon. And in 1st place, also from Ottawa, we have Chloe Dillon. Congratulations to those high individuals. Next, we'll go into the team ranking. In 10th place, we have the Iola FFA chapter. In 9th place, we have Rock Creek. In 8th place, we have Jayhawk Lynn. Placing 7th is Paola. Placing 6th is Royal Valley. Placing 5th is Lebec County. Placing 4th is Spring Hill. Placing 3rd is Chapman with a score of 627. Placing 2nd is Louisburg with a score of 633. And placing 1st, also representing Kansas at the 94th National FFA Convention and Expo, is Ottawa with a score of 709.5. Congratulations to all of those members who competed in that CDE. Hannah Grable will now announce the winners of Food Science and Technology CDE.
The Food Science and Technology CDE was comprised of a written exam, math practicum, and food safety and quality practicums that covered customer inquiry and product specification compliance. We would like to thank Dr. Kelly Getty, Food Science Associate Professor, for coordinating the CDE. There were 149 students and 40 chapters that competed in the Food Science and Technology CDE. I will now announce the top 10 individuals. Placing 10th from St. Mary's is Kaylee Lukert. And 9th from Ellis is Isabella Bullock. And 8th from Manhattan is Shanae Parker. And 7th from Manhattan is Benton Kerr. And 6th from Osborne County, Dayton Lance. And 5th from Udall is Asen Suffren. And 4th from Lewisburg is Jackson Olson. And 3rd from Lewisburg is Delaney Weiland. And 2nd from Lewisburg is Brayton Brugan. And placing 1st from Lewisburg and receiving a $500 scholarship is Corbin Hammond. Congratulations to all these high individuals. Moving into the team ranking, placing 10th is Skyline, and 9th Paola, and 8th Pratt, and 7th Anderson County, and 6th Osborne County. Placing 5th is Chanute, and 4th Lebec County. Placing 3rd with a score of 492 is Udall. Placing 2nd with a score of 495 is Scott City. And placing 1st with a score of 692 and going on to represent Kansas is Lewisburg. Congratulations to all these winners. Elizabeth Sturgis will now announce the Milk Quality and Products Award winners.
The Milk Quality and Products CDE was comprised of a test concerning milk production and marketing and a problem-solving exam. We would like to thank Jared Parsons, Dairy Plant Operations Manager, for coordinating the CDE. There were 72 students and 17 chapters that competed in the Milk Quality and Products CDE. The high individual will receive a $500 scholarship. In 10th place from the Yates Center FFA chapter, Aiden Yoho. In 9th from Bueller, Elise Gover. In 8th from Lewisburg, Ellie Davis. In 7th from Udall, Isaac Urach. In 6th from Lewisburg, Dana Madison. In 5th from Lewisburg, Novella Paddocks. In 4th from St. Mary's, Kaylee Lukert. In 3rd place from Minneapolis, Hayden Lott. In 2nd place from Minneapolis, August Holtz. And in 1st place, receiving a $500 scholarship from Lewisburg, Dana Nip. Now to move on to the team rankings. In 10th place, St. Mary's. In 9th place, South Central. 8th place, Ottawa. 7th place, Yates Center. In 6th place is the Girard FFA chapter. In 5th place, Bueller. In 4th place, Udall. In 3rd place, with a score of 271, is Anderson County. In 2nd place, with a score of 303, is Minneapolis. And placing 1st with a score of 346 points and representing Kansas at the 94th National FFA Convention and Expo is Lewisburg. Congratulations to these winners. Bailey Sipes will now introduce the Poultry CDE winners.
Thank you, Elizabeth. The Poultry CDE was comprised of 7 classes ranging from past production hens to shell eggs for exterior quality grading. Competitors also completed a 20-question exam. We would like to thank Dr. Scott Beyer in the Department of Animal Science and Industry for coordinating the CDE. There were 124 students and 34 chapters that competed in the Poultry CDE. Now for the rankings of the top 10 individuals. In 10th place from Jayhawk Lynn, we have Colton Wallace. In 9th place from Southern Coffee County, we have Wade Gluey. In 8th place from Anderson County, we have Jack Crane. In 7th place from Anderson County, we have Ella Reichert. In 6th place from Lewisburg, we have Bronwyn Williams. In 5th place from Lewisburg, we have Abby Christensen. In 4th place from Tonganoxie, we have Isabel Barker. In 3rd place from Paola, we have Selah Haddle. In 2nd place from Lewisburg, we have Izzy Moreland. And placing first place and also receiving a $500 scholarship from Lewisburg, we have Lola Edwards. Congratulations to those high individuals. Next, we'll move on to the team rankings. In 10th place, we have Riverton. In 9th place, Eureka. In 8th place, Caney. In 7th place, Spring Hill. In 6th place, Southern Coffee County. In 5th place, Jayhawk Lynn. In 4th place, Tonganoxie. Placing 3rd is Paola. In 2nd place, we have Anderson County. And in 1st place, with a score of 1,406, we have Lewisburg FFA, who will also represent Kansas at the National FFA Convention. Congratulations to these winners. Dr. Latimer will now announce the Horse CDE Award winners.
Thank you. Our contest consisted of 5 video classes and 5 sets of questions that replaced oral reasons. And then there was an individual exam component as well. So starting with the 10th high individual, Linda Donnelly from Oxford. In 9th, Dalton Regier from Tonganoxie. In 8th, Emma Oftenberg, Tonganoxie. In 7th, Kelly Keichel from Washburn Rural. In 6th, Brianna Rowley, El Saline. In 5th, her teammate, Bailey Schneider. In 4th, Morgan Weinbold, Spring Hill. 3rd place from Hayes, Monique William. Your reserve high individual from Tonganoxie was Isabel Barker. And your high individual just 3 points ahead with Raylene Kiefer from Lawrence Free State. We'll now move on to team rankings. In 10th, Labette County. 9th, Dexter. 8th, Eudora. 7th, Washburn Rural. 6th, Burlington. 5th, Oxford. 4th, Plainville. 3rd, El Saline. 2nd, Lawrence Free State with a score of 1019. And then your high team overall with a score of 1062 was Tonganoxie. And I should have made mention there were 151 students with 46 chapters competing in the Horse CDE. With that, we'll transition to Elizabeth to announce the Meet CDEs.
Thank you, Dr. Latimer. The Meat CDE was comprised of 6 classes consisting of beef and pork carcasses or cuts and retail cuts for pork, beef, and lamb. 2 classes were identified as question classes, and competitors had a 30-question retail cut identification portion. We would like to thank Dr. Travis Owen and the Department of Animal Science and Industry for coordinating the CDE. There were 127 students and 38 chapters that competed in the Meet CDE. The top individual will be receiving a $500 scholarship. Now to those individuals. In 10th place from the Anderson County, Braxton Spencer. In 9th place from Minneapolis, Hayden Lott. In 8th place from Eureka, Ava Perrier. In 7th from Uniontown, Blythe Mark. In 6th from Uniontown, Braden Griffiths. In 5th place from Paola, Seth Astrup. In 4th place from Madison, Luke Fankhauser. In 3rd place from Anderson County, Haley Gillespie. In 2nd place from Coffeyville, Addison Smith. And in 1st place, receiving a $500 scholarship, Landon Trout from Scott City. Now to the team rankings. In 10th place, Renwick. In 9th place, Fort Scott. In 8th place, Minneapolis. In 7th place, Pleasant Ridge. In 6th place, Paola. In 5th place, Madison. In fourth place, Scott City. In third place, with a score of 1,491, Anderson County. In second place, with a score of 1,499, Eureka. And placing first with a score of 1,525 and representing Kansas at the National FFA Convention, Uniontown. Congratulations to these winners. Hannah Graybill will now announce the Vet Science Award winners.
The Vet Science CDE allowed students to test their knowledge in the written identification, math, handling and restraining, and current events exam. On behalf of the Kansas FFA Association, I would like to thank Dr. Jason Grady at the Kansas State University Vet School for coordinating this contest. There were 186 students and 53 chapters that competed in the Vet Science CDE. In the individual rankings, placing 10th from Spring Hill is Morgan Weinbold. In 9th from Holton is Madeline Murnham. In 8th from Labette County is Peyton Merrick. In 7th from Spring Hill is Morgan Dabiney. In 6th from Labette County is Cecilia Newby. In 5th from Labette County is Dallas Hill. In 4th from St. Mary's is Kaylee Lukert. Placing 3rd from Labette County is Lakin Geiger. In 2nd from Washington County is Michaela Juneman. And placing 1st from Yates Center, also receiving a $500 scholarship, is Yaden Yoho. Now moving on to the team rankings. Placing 10th is Paola. In 9th, Gerard. In 8th, Buckland. In 7th, Eudora. In 6th, Yates Center. In 5th, Erie. Placing 4th is Bueller. Placing 3rd with a score of 1,520.5 is Washington County. And 2nd with a score of 1,545 is Spring Hill. And placing 1st, going on to represent Kansas at the National FFA Convention and Expo with a score of 101,649 is Labette County. Congratulations to all individuals and teams. Chris Mullinex will now announce the Livestock Judging results.
Well, thank you guys, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. We are excited to announce the final competition, I guess, here, the Livestock Judging. And we had nearly 300 contestants this year in our virtual contest from just shy of 80 chapters. We thank you as advisors, coaches, contestants for the efforts that you put in this year to make this happen. So thank you so much for being a part of this. We wish we could do it in person, but we thank you for working with us. One other group that I want to thank, and that is Clayton Franklin at ICEV, who worked with us to put together a playlist of classes that you guys viewed as part of the contest and then answered questions on. So if we'll move on to our top 10, we did break ties on questions, but we did end up with a tie for 10th, and we want to recognize both of those individuals with 442 points, Noah Goss from Ellsworth and Dustin Montgomery from West Elk. Finishing 9th from Tonganoxie, Emma Offenberg. In 8th from Beloit, 448 points, was Madeline Schaefer. Finishing 7th, 1 point better, was Rachel Hendricks from West Elk. Our 6th high individual from Coffeyville, also with a score of 449, was Annie Rexwinkle. Our top 5, finishing 5th, 451 points from Eudora, was Jack Habian. 4th high individual had 456 points from Yates Center, Aiden Yoho. Congratulations to our 3rd high individual from Minneapolis with a score of 458 points, Weston Schrader. Our 2nd high individual, 459 points was a score from Fort Scott, Sadie Marciano. And congratulations to our high individual and outstanding day, dropping just 25 points, including questions, score of 475 from Stafford, Preston Dunn. Congratulations to our individuals in a very tight and strong competition. Our top 10 teams, finishing 10th, Canton Galva. Our 9th high team came from Eureka. Your 8th high team was Pleasant Ridge. Finishing 7th, Prairie View FFA. In 6th, Eudora. And our top 5 teams, finishing 5th with a score of 1293, was Ellsworth. Your 4th high team, a score of 1298, Yates Center. Your 3rd high team had a score of 1300, and that is the team from Fort Scott. And our final 2 teams, congratulations to them both. For the first time in recent memory, our top 2 teams finished with exactly the same score, and those ties were broken on questions. So the details mattered, and congratulations to both teams on outstanding days. Finishing as your reserve champion team with a score of 1310 is the West Elk FFA chapter. And with a couple more questions correct, also a score of 1310, your champion team this year hails from Wamego FFA. Congratulations to all our teams, all our contestants and advisors. Again, we look forward to having you back on campus next year, but we thank you for working so hard to make this a great event in a virtual format this year. I think now I'll turn it back over to Elizabeth, who's going to make some closing remarks for you.
Thank you, Mr. Molinek. All right, the sweepstakes competition combines each chapter's 5 best placing teams. The events and teams consist of at least 3 individuals. How teams are ranked and how ties are broken can be found on the Kansas FFA website. In 10th place, we have the Eudora FFA chapter. In 9th place, Tonganoxie. In 8th place, Ottawa. In 7th place, Spring Hill. In 6th place, Bueller. In 5th place, Anderson County. In 4th place, Yates Center. In 3rd place, Paola. In 2nd place, Labette County. And in 1st place, Lewisburg. Congratulations to all of our sweepstakes teams. Now, the Kansas FFA Association would like to congratulate all of the winners from this year's state career development events. We look forward to cheering on our Kansas teams at the National FFA Convention this fall. CDEs would not have been possible without the help of coordinators at Kansas State University and those with Kansas FFA. In particular, we would like to thank Ethan Goff and Garrett Craig, both juniors in agricultural education, for the countless hours they have spent making CDEs become a reality for students across the state. We appreciate the dedication they both had to make sure these events were ready for our members each day. We sincerely thank you both, Ethan and Garrett. We would also like to thank Ms. Taylor Bell Matheny, who has been a crucial part of our state CDEs this year and does a lot of the behind the scenes work, and so we'd like to thank her as well. Now I would like to turn it over to Dr. Mosier, Associate Dean for the College of Agriculture, to provide closing remarks.
Thank you, Elizabeth. First off, congratulations to all the participants, and thank you to the parents and families who were able to join this afternoon for the awards ceremony. I too would like to offer my thanks to Ms. Taylor Bell Matheny and Ms. Mary Kane for their leadership of this event from start to finish. It wouldn't be possible without them. The Kansas FFA State Officer Team, thank you for all your work, as well as all the K-State College of Agriculture students who were part of this event. And special thanks to the contest coordinators, award-winning faculty and staff from the College of Agriculture at K-State for dedicating their time to making these competitions possible. To students, these very much are career development events. And for many of you, the next step for you in career development is higher education. And I would encourage each of you to consider continuing your studies in an agriculture-related career path. There are many, many more rewarding career opportunities. They vastly exceed the number of graduates produced nationally in these fields. And so if you find a passion in any of these areas, I encourage you to follow that passion, and we would love to help you with that in the College of Agriculture at K-State. Good luck to all the teams that are going to be representing Kansas in national competition, and best wishes to all of you as you complete your school year. I hope you all have a great summer. Thank you, and best wishes